Ron Hartness grew up in the friendly confines of Mineral Bluff and Epworth, Georgia. When he entered Epworth High School in the autumn of 1954, the only sport offered in the high schools of Fannin County was basketball. Ron made the Epworth High varsity basketball team as a freshman. A new world of athletic possibilities opened in 1955 when the high schools of Fannin County, Epworth, McKaysville, Blue Ridge, and Morganton, were consolidated into the new East and West Fannin High Schools. Ron and other high school youngsters were suddenly afforded the opportunity to play football, baseball, and track and field, as well as basketball. Ron played them all and played them with enthusiasm and skill. Ron was a starting end for the West Fannin football teams of 1955, 1956, and 1957. He was a solid performer on both offense and defense and anchored the right side of the Yellow Jacket line. He caught a 60-yard touchdown pass in the 1956 Bryson City game and was largely responsible for the West Fannin comeback to salvage a 13-13 tie with Copper Basin in 1957. Late in the game, he blocked a Basin punt that was recovered by teammate Wendell Ash to bring the Jackets to within 1 point at 13-12. He then caught a pass from Earl Wade Arp for the point-after touchdown that ended the game in a hard-fought 13-13 tie. He started at forward and center for the West Fannin basketball teams for 2 seasons. He averaged 10.9 points per game as a junior and 15.6 points per game as a senior. He also averaged in double figures in rebounds both years. He scored a career-high 30 points versus Gilmer County during his junior year, leading his team to a 50-48 victory. As a senior, he dropped in 25 points in a 49-46 overtime victory over Cherokee County. He pulled down 22 rebounds in a game with Murray County during his senior season. He scored in double figures in 18 of the 20 games played during his senior year. Ron pitched and played third base for the Yellow Jacket baseball team during his junior and senior years. The school did not field a team in his sophomore year of 1955-56. His best season offensively was his junior year when he hit for a .322 average. Arguably his best sport, Ron also played American Legion ball for 2 years. He started for the Georgia Tech freshman team in 1959 and later for the Fort Jackson, South Carolina team while serving in the military. Recognized for his prowess on the diamond, he was often recruited to play with the local semi-pro powerhouse team at Isabella during the summer of 1957. Ron Hartness is a strong leader and was highly respected by his fellow classmates and teammates at West Fannin. His coaches and teammates elected him as captain or co-captain of all 3 major sports teams, baseball, football, and basketball, for his senior season of 1957-58. He was also a class officer and student leader. Following graduation from West Fannin, Ron attended Georgia Tech and the University of Georgia for 1 year each. He then served in the Army Reserves for 6 months before accepting a job with the U.S. Post Office in Atlanta. He married a McKaysville girl, Doris Thomas, in 1962. As evidence of his strong Fannin County ties, Ron asked high school friend Leon Guthrie to be his best man, and Ron Jabley and Ronnie Davenport to serve as ushers. West Fannin teacher and minister Powell Hoover officiated the ceremony. He transferred to the Internal Revenue Service in 1965 and moved his growing family to Washington, D.C., Memphis, and back to Atlanta, where he was promoted to manager of the Data Processing Center in 1971. Ron retired in 1990, and Doris retired from the Department of Transportation in 1996. They had purchased a 65-acre tract of property in Fannin County and built a home there and moved back to their beloved mountains in 1997. Ron and Doris have 3 grown children, Chandra, Dwayne, and Tech. Ron stays active by playing golf 2 times a week. He is respected by all who have known him, both as an athlete and as a citizen of the community. His daughter Chandra perhaps summed up the type of man he is with the following tribute. You have blessed my life with your wisdom. You are a man of great character and integrity. You are a wonderful father. We love you for making us feel special and important. The Fannin County Sports Hall of Fame is fortunate to welcome such a man as a member.